Guys, this is why I, absolutely just love watching the UFC. This fight was so exciting. Like, this fight was so exciting. Charles Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. The first round happened, and it was like the first like minute of the first round. I thought to myself, Charles Oliveira was going to win the fight because he had him down, and he had him on a choke, and he was basically winning the first half of the round. But then Michael Chandler just exploded, absolutely exploded, and he just like got on top, and he just started basically beating the crap out of Michael Oliveira, and it looked like he was going to end Michael Oliveira. Like, this fight was one of those type of fights that it had these dramatic moments for both of these fighters, right? At the start of the fight, excuse me, Charles Oliveira was gonna win the fight because he had him, like I said, like he took him down. He had him on the ground, and it looked like he was gonna choke him out. But then, just like that, Michael Chandler exploded, and he turned it around and started beating the crap out of Michael Oliveira. It looked like he was gonna end them in the first round. And I remember thinking to myself when they were in the corner, sitting there in the corner, and their trainers and coaches were talking to them. I was thinking to myself, "Oh man, Michael Chandler's about to knock this guy out." He just looked like he was over. He was too strong for Charles Oliveira. He looked like he was just gonna overpower him. Then the second round starts, and this dude comes out with a right hand and just drops. Out of nowhere, he just drops Michael Chandler, and then he goes and finishes him off, hits him, drops him like two more times, and then and Michael Chandler was dangling all over the place, and he fell, and he just landed a barrage of punches, and the referee jumped in and stopped the fight, and it was a good stoppage because Michael Chandler looked like he didn't know where he was. He looked like he was in La La Land. Like, he was like, where am I? What event is this? Is it UFC? Is it UFC 2635 or something? He looked like he didn't know what the hell was going on. So it was just so exciting because it was so explosive. You had your moments where you thought Michael Chandler was gonna lose in the first 2 minutes, and then you had Michael Chandler changing it up, and it looked like he was about to knock out Oliveira. And then in the second round, Oliveira comes back, and he fucking destroys him in 19 seconds of the second round. And it's crazy because I told myself, I was actually thinking to myself, wouldn't it be cool if Charles Oliveira would come back because because right now he's the underdog because he just got the crap beat out of him in the last round. Wouldn't it be amazing if he come back in this round and he does it with like literally 10 seconds into the round and destroys him? So now, Michael Chandler, gets his first loss in the UFC, and Charles Oliveira is the new UFC, what is it, lightweight champion. So I want to see this fight again. Like, I would not mind seeing. I think they should have a rematch. I think Michael Oliveira and Charles. Yeah, I think. No, excuse me, I keep getting the names confused. I'm sorry. I think Charles Oliveira and Michael Chandler should have a rematch because this fight was so competitive, right? Like I said, like I know I keep repeating myself, and I sound like a broken record, but it's like one of those fights where it was so competitive, and they were both beating each other and shit. They both had their moments, right? They were both like, I thought the whole time that Michael Chandler was gonna win because he was just so much. It looked like he was overpowering him, and it looked like Charles Oliveira could not hurt Michael Chandler. But just like that, he hurts him and drops him really hard with I think it was a right hand or left hand or something, and just like that, he wins. So I think this fight deserves a rematch. You could tell Michael Chandler was highly disappointed. He looked devastated. He looked gutted, and so yeah, but I hope they have a rematch later on this year. Just because it was so competitive. I normally don't like rematches, but I think because this fight was so fun and competitive, I think it deserves a rematch, just to see who, because like I said, Michael Chandler, although he got knocked out, he had his moments, just to see, who is actually the better fighter. So this fight was hella exciting. I'm glad I stayed up to watch this fight. What do you guys thought of this fight? It was dramatic, and it was a great way to see a new champion after Khabib retired and relinquished his belt. So let me know what you guys think of this fight. And